What's up? What's up? What is going on YouTube? It's your girl B.Luvly, and we are here today to talk about hurt people hurting people. It's like a great topic. I've been a hurt person that have hurt people. I've been hurt, you know, and I decided to talk about this topic today. Not only being a victim, but also being, a suspect and hurting people. And I honestly think, it's like a two-way street. You give pretty much what you're taking in. I would like to say the first time I've ever felt like an experience of being hurt was New Year's. A couple of years back. It was honestly like my first time experiencing hurt from friends, and I felt like, damn, like I always been the type of person in my life to be there for other people. But I never felt like that genuine love was reciprocated, meaning like I would be happy for other people, but the moment in time where it's about me and my happiness and what I'm doing, people always felt or found a problem with what I was doing or who I was doing it with. And stuff like that like made me question like damn near everything. I used to say in my head, like, bitch, I done bent over backwards, 10 times fold, open my doors for niggas all different types of nights. Like, I didn't cut in my face for friends, you know what I mean? And I felt like the moment that, it was my time to, embrace something that I wanted to do, everybody had a problem. Like, okay, so back to the New Year's thing. My friends at the time had all like gathered me up in like this little like meeting to talk about me joining a group that I had joined, to further myself within my music. Now, like in my mind, I looked at it like, regardless of the fact of that old high school beef, I grew up with niggas. You know what I mean? So my feelings and my inflictions ain't really there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really have no problem with what I'm doing and who I'm doing it with. You know what I mean? Of course, I feel like the people, and what's so crazy? The people that actually really wind up fighting or really had a problem, those was the ones that was like cheering me on. Like, I see what you're doing. I see where you going. It was the ones that like, wasn't really around, barely supported. You know what I mean? My art and what I was doing that had the most to say. And, I felt like that was just like crazy, like I never really like talked about it much, you know what I mean? Just because of who I am as a person. I'm solid in everything that I am. And I feel like I could pretty much talk to each person individually, face to face, and really let off what I was feeling on my chest. It just, to me, I felt like people couldn't give me that same respect. Like, niggas had to be in like groups to talk to me, like as if they were afraid to talk to me. Like, even when niggas was asking me to do favors, they felt like they had to call everybody else. Like, it was just weird to me, you know what I mean? Because I'm thorough T. Like, if I got a problem with you, I'm gonna address it. If I feel some type of way about it, I'm not gonna be sitting there like discussing it in a group, like it's a meeting type shit. Shit like that is corny to me, because then that means that you can't really talk to me face to face about the shit that you feeling. And I could tell you face to face about the shit that I'm feeling, but you can't do that for me. You know what I mean? To me, that's like corny. So after that realization, to me, like, after I just started, falling back and shit like that, not really tripping. Of course, I met like other great people and other great friends that, you know, show me different things in life that I just thought was dope, which I appreciate y'all for. You know what I mean? I built like everlasting relationships. But then, you know, you go right back to square one. You know, I want to be in a relationship. And, you know, that's something the kid never did. You feel me? Like, I wasn't, anybody that know me, I was living my best life. You know, I wasn't really thinking about relationships, marriage, kids. I was too wrapped up in myself and my music and everything else that is me. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really tripping off of that, but it wound up happening. And, you know, like, I felt like, you know, when it happened, like, people was coming out the woodworks with this and that. And people had a problem with, you know, people I was being friends with at the time. And, you know what I mean? People felt like, oh, he not going to treat you like I would treat you. Or, you know what I mean? All of this extra love and extra concern and weird vibes and weird energy started spilling off into the relationships I shared with people because of this one situation. And that shit really, like, took my mind for a loop because it was, you know, of course, like, people that I never would expect. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, case in point, I understand if, you know, like, we were friends and you fell in love or you cared. But when niggas was single and niggas didn't have, you know, no relationship or no ties to nobody, niggas wasn't even thinking about niggas. You feel me? Now all of a sudden niggas love niggas and they confessing they deep loves and shit like that. Or case in point, when I was single, wasn't shit coming out the woodworks because nobody cared. But now niggas is walking up to friends and telling them this, and this person not telling me this because this person around. Like, all of that weird shit. Like, bitch, where the fuck did that shit come from? Why that shit wasn't showing when everything was good, when I was single and I didn't have nobody in my life, or when I wasn't, like, you know, trying to pursue my dreams or doing something for me, when I was running outside and acting a fucking fool and get cut in my face for niggas, or putting myself last, you understand what I'm saying, giving niggas advice and all of that. Why that shit wasn't out then? But, you know, the moment I take a step back and I do me, shit just get crazy. And, you know, like, I never really realized it, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, people probably have a different look from how I see it. In their eyes, I probably hurt them. You understand what I'm saying? Which brings me back to, you know, the whole subject in general and how hurt people. You know, like, the things that I've been through with relationships, especially friendships, made me extremely closed off to, you know, the people that, you know, like, were around me that did have my best interests. Like, those are the people I really barely speak to every day, or, you know, I really am not around them just because of me feeling like I have to find importance in distance, because, you know, I didn't find the importance within distance, you know, in my past life and in my past relationships and my past friendships and shit like that. And, you know, like, I feel like low key, you know, some of my really, really good friends that I care about a lot suffer from, you know, other people's mistakes and me carrying that, which is lame, you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't carry those things into, you know, other relationships or new relationships, especially friendships. But, you know, like, it's just like nothing catches a blind eye with me these days, and it kind of sucks. But at the same time, I noticed that you can't have happiness without, like, everything else falling to shit. It's like taking the good with the bad, which I say all the time. Like, you can't just be merrily happy and not have no fuck shit happen to you, or, you know, within your relationships, or people just distancing. Like, it's people that to this day I still love dearly, that because of certain situations and certain things and how things played out, especially how I viewed them and how they turned out within this situation, changed my perception. And to me, I feel like that hurts the most. just because, I mean, on some real shit, it could have been avoided. You know what I mean? Like, we could have just been laying truths out on the table and putting it out there and moving forward and, you know, making decisions like that. But, you know, sometimes you keep secrets and shit bottled inside you, and it hurts you later. And then with every other thing, or, you know, somebody else that you might be harboring those feelings in for, you watch their life play out, and then you know, start to look like the person that, you know, like, didn't want the person to be happy. Not saying that, you know, those people didn't want me to be happy, but because all of the secrets and all of the harboring, and then, like, it comes out, like, later on, like, this is how you feel, a confessed love, or, you know, like, some shit that you heard, like, you know me. Why would you ever hold some shit from me because you feel like this, or because this person is around, or that? Why would you ever do that if I'm supposed to be somebody that you care about? Like, when you do stuff like that, I take it into consideration that low-key, you don't want me to be a part of those journeys in your life for real. That's why you keep it in a secret. Or, you know, like, you don't want for me to be happy. You know what I mean? Or it's just about you and how you feeling within that moment because of what's going on around you. But in reality, it ain't about you. You understand what I'm saying? It's about me moving forward and me doing something in my journey. You had your time, you had your relationships and shit, and I supported you. I did what friends do. You understand? Like, if you need advice, I'm there for you. If you need to talk, I'm there for you. If you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm there for you. It's my time now. Why couldn't I get that same love or that same appreciation? You understand what I'm saying? Just because you was hurt, because I moved on, you know what I mean? Whether that be in friendship and you had feelings, or whether that be in friendship and I moved on with another friend. Like, that wasn't fair to me because I never did that to you. You know what I mean? So I say this to say, you know, I've been a hurt person that hurt people, and I'm sorry for whoever I've, you know, like, hurt throughout the journey. You feel me? A little emotional because it hit there. But you know I'm a G, and G's don't cry. But I will say that I don't really want the apology and shit. Just be real with self. Move forward. You know, keep doing your thing. Love those that love you. You know, give your all. Always be honest. Always be true. And, you know, just do what real G's do and hold it down. And that's that, you know. So this has been a little YouTube video with your girl B.Luvly and all that. And I'm signing off because I gotta go. And yeah, subscribe to your girl and let me kick that shit to you. Feel me? Yeah.